The Nelson County Sheriff and Chief Deputy were back in court today, the latest in their ongoing legal battle stemming from a whistleblower lawsuit. WHAS 11's Alexander Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley take us into the courtroom with the update.
Nelson County Sheriff Raymond Pinaroa and Sheriff's Deputy Brandon Bryan appeared in court today, but it was short and sweet because the question of did they retaliate against a whistleblower will be heard during a hearing in July.
All rise. Sir, court now in session. Judge Smith.
The Commonwealth of Kentucky filed a motion saying Chief Deputy Bryan attempted to retaliate and harass whistleblower Ian Justice. Pinaroa and Bryan were arraigned in March, and as a condition of their bond, the judge ordered the two men to have no contact with Justice and Will Purdom. They're the two detectives who allege Pinaroa and Bryan were selling seized vehicles to unauthorized buyers. Louisville attorney Steve Romines, who represented pro golfer Scotty Scheffler, has been hired by the sheriff. Both men were charged with felony charges, including abuse of public trust and theft by deception. The evidence filed in the motion comes in a twist.
I don't think the motion for contempt even alleges an actual violation on the basis and the exhibits that were tendered. It says that there was an attempt to harass, and the exhibits were emails which just documented the alleged victims in this case trying to have contact with my client.
Bryan's attorney, Michael Niemitz, says emails describe two instances of Justice trying to engage with Bryan. Captain Joshua Greenwell says on April 18th, Justice told Bryan, quote, "Good afternoon," and Bryan did not respond. He says on April 22nd, Justice said morning to Bryan in the kitchen of the sheriff's office. Greenwell says, quote, "Even communications as simple as good morning or how are you suggest or provoke a response. If a response is made, it can be construed as contact," end quote, which would in turn get Bryan in trouble with the courts. Bryan sent an email to Greenwell doubling down on these interactions. He calls it harassment and says, quote, "His continued engagement in unnecessary and unsolicited communication with me appears to be an effort to provoke or create conditions that could lead to a violation on my part," end quote.
The court understands your position and the court has her own questions about the motion. I just think it's better handled with a hearing and I'm a big believer in people preserving records.
Judge Elise Fainauer marked July 28th for a hearing in Nelson County. Alexander Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.
And the discussion today only revealed one side of the story. The Commonwealth did not respond to the defense inside the courtroom.